So how's that for some music, fans? We're back once again with the return of Ryder's Rasslin review on this, the Cheap Heat Productions podcast empire. My name is Jack Kilby, no gimmicks guy on the socials, joined by the man who is the godfather of the Cheap Heat Productions channel.
Retired.
Well, no, I don't know about that. You're a tireless public servant, always putting the needs of the people ahead of everything else, Mr. Morris Shortle, and of course the big bad wolf himself, Mr. Ryder. Guys, how are you doing?
Fantastic. The intro with the rain, I don't know if you can hear the rain here. It's pissing rain here, as usual.
Is it always raining in Ireland every time we talk?
Yeah. Always raining.
How's the weather?
It's a beautiful day here in Fort Lauderdale.
I was just gonna ask you that. What does it go? Is it in the 80s, 70s? What?
It was in the 90s earlier today. It was a really nice day. I went down to Miami for the first time in a long time. It was nice. Traffic was terrible, but it was very nice.
Tremendous. Well, we've got since we've been out for a bit with juggling schedules and whatnot, we've got a lot to talk about this week. Starting off with the news that John Cena is likely going to headline the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. As you're aware, Mr. Ryder, I think you caught the full Raw. Why don't you just give a few review words on that program and what you thought of not only his last match on Raw this past week, but winning the Intercontinental title and his deal with Dirty Dominic. I've never heard of steroids Mysterio.
I love Dominic Mysterio. I wish he would start working out, but he's so good heel. It's unbelievable. He'll be a huge baby face within the next year or so. I thought it was the best Raw they've had possibly in years since Hunter took over. I thought it was entertaining all the way through. It was very well received, and kudos to them. Good for Sheamus and Ray. Ray was on fire. Mm-hmm. Ray must have taken some freaking GH before he went out there. He acted like he was 25 years old again.
He should pass that on to his son. Morris, did you catch Raw? If not, what do you think about the Hall of Fame speculation?
I think the Hall of Fame speculation is probably accurate. But in terms of his last opponent now, is it setting up for that Sheamus Grand Slam that I talked about a few weeks ago?
Don't think so. I think the smart money's still on Gunther.
Mm.
Smart money's on Gunther. I think Gunther let it slip on Instagram, didn't he? That he was going over.
Oh, really? No, I did not catch that. No,
I think he let it slip. But whoever wins it, which I assume is Gunther, will cost John the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam, and then they'll set up for their final match, which it'll be Gunther, I would think.
What do you think about the criticism, not only of this entire retirement tour, etc., but the fact that people are saying Gunther doesn't need the rub. He should be facing and putting over someone that could benefit from the rub. The problem is, who would that be if not Gunther?
It's absolutely Gunther. Mm. He's putting Dominic Mysterio over right now. He's the only other one you can rub on. It's got to be Gunther. Gunther's a long haul guy. He'll be there 10, 15 years from now. So they're going to keep Gunther happy. Because they need a good heel. They're running out of heels. You can't just have everybody with Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that's getting stale. What do you think, Morris? Somebody else should get the call, or what about an Irish lad?
I think the two Irish guys, Finn and JD, they're too small. Isn't that right, Mr. Ryder?
They're pretty small guys, but I think they're well respected up there. And I think after that injury that JD McDonough had, and he came back the way he did and finished the match, I think he's going to get a big push next year.
Bit of steel there. Good tag team.
I would think Intercontinental title at some point for him, and I think Finn will wind up back in the world title picture. I think people have forgotten the rainbow days that he had.
He never got his rematch.
Never got his rematch.
Mm-hmm. After vacating the title.
Yeah, there's some speculation that he is indeed in for a renewed push and maybe bringing back that demon character, but we'll see. Unfortunately, the biggest story again this week seems to be WWE pricing, ticket sales, and absolutely insane WrestleMania. I don't know what would you call that, a package, the 47,000 US package to see the ramp and be on the floor, second row each. Just ridiculous. It seems though that sales are slowing down. Even John Cena's last Raw was not a complete sellout, even though they talk about how much it was, et cetera, et cetera. But the Christmas season also as well, where it was traditionally a time that you got your tickets in your stocking or whatever, they're pretty soft as well. But it seems that even backstage, the talent themselves are talking about how the skyrocketing ticket prices are impacting the business. We'll give you one perspective. That's from Killer Cross and Scarlett, who said that the talent behind the scenes constantly, quote unquote, talk about the rise in ticket sales, and also noted that they're making more money on the independents now than they were in WWE, which I can certainly believe. But the alternate perspective to that is Nick Khan. I don't know if you guys saw this, but when it came out, I thought it was amusing. He said that the increases are in line with broader market trends, and he said that during the 2025 third quarter results call, that revenue growth is continues to go up and up and up. Capacity seems to be high, but he's then saying there's more room for added pricing and raise the ticket prices even more. And he's saying tickets are on fire for the Royal Rumble, and creates more scarcity in the United States, which is a good thing in terms of our overall gauge. What do you make of all this? It seems like Mr. Khan is gaslighting, but anybody, and I think Mr. Ryder, you were one of the first to say that this company is getting positioned to be sold to the Saudis, and anybody that doesn't think that that's in the cards now, I don't see how they can, because this is a classic model: reduce expenditures, inflate everything else, make the bottom line look good. What do you make of all this pricing nonsense?
All right, well, they're prepping up for a trailing 12, is what you call it. So from the day of close all the way back will determine the EBITDA of which the business sells at. So Saudi Arabia is going to pay an arm and a leg for it regardless. It's going to be a huge sale, but they're getting it. They're absolutely getting it, and then it's done. It'll never be the same again. It's over. Yeah. And it's an American tradition. It's an American company. Vince selling it was the biggest mistake in the world. I wish he hadn't sold it. Just give it to Hunter and Stephanie and Shane and let him run with it. There's no need to sell. He's already rich enough.
It's been what, 2 months since WWE announced their first ever Monday Night Raw live from Ireland, and it is nowhere near sold out. Nowhere near half sold out because of the ticket prices.
What do they go for?
I just done a quick search there, and the cheapest one was £514.95 at the moment, which is about halfway up the arena.
And how much is that American? What's that translate to?
It's probably around $500, maybe a bit less.
How are you going to take your kids to that?
It's just a Raw. Raw is on every week of the year. There's nothing special about Monday Night Raw coming to Ireland. Well, there would have been. People would have went, but not for $500. No way. Yeah. I know some hardcore people that go to everything, and they've traveled to Europe to things, and they're not even going to the Raw in Ireland. They've had enough. These are guys that have dropped big money on belts and huge fans, but they are not going to Belfast to Raw.
Well, it's an opportunity for TNA and AEW to come over there and put on big shows.
Yep.
And they should. TNA's been on point lately. I don't like to talk about it much, but it has not been awful.
Yeah.
AEW. We'll talk about some of the some of the interesting developments that happen there.
That's a whole other thing altogether.
that's a whole other thing. I think at the end of the day, though, they're focused on sale, and they really don't give. They're really not concerned about fan criticism. Tony Khan recently said, AEW is priced for families, and a lot of people have said Vince McMahon always knew that the fan base was families and tried to keep it affordable. These people just, they clearly want to get every last bit of juice out of them. And I can't see ever going to another WWE live event. And I've been to 3 or 4 WrestleManias, certainly never that again. I was saying to my buddy that I went to WrestleMania 90, Hogan against Warrior, way back in the day. I think we paid about $150 for both tickets. They were around $80, and we were mid-level on the first bowl. So they know what they're doing, and I think fans have to start, as the trend seems to be, stop going to these things, stop supporting this company.
They're never going to stop supporting it. They're still going to take the kids, but they're taking the kids anymore. They're taking their buddies.
I couldn't. It's sad that I won't be able to take my kids to a show. I went like in 2000 and was it 2000 and maybe 2 was the first time WWE had been here in a while, and like I went with my grandfather, and then the time after that I went with my granddad and my brother and another guy. It's not possible.
Hindsight being 2020. When I was a kid and I was working for WWE, I never thought about jumping on a plane and flying over when they were on tour there, because I could have just walked in and wrestled off the just walked right in the back door. They would have used me. I wish I had thought of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly something that I think we're gonna keep tabs on moving forward. But the stories are always the same, that they seem to believe they're priced appropriately and everybody else doesn't. Here's an AEW story that happened about a week and a half ago, but I kept it on the sked because I wanted to get your take on it, particularly, Mr. Ryder. There was a quote unquote tense situation backstage at AEW Collision after a couple of talents, WWE's Tegan Knox, she now goes by another name, Nixon Newell, and Miranda Elise, and I'm sorry, I have no idea who they are, allegedly refused to go along with match booking. 2 girls, and left the building just an hour before showtime. Mike Johnson over at PWI Insider said they were originally scheduled to lose a match against Tay Mello and Anna Jay. I've heard of them. I probably couldn't pick them out of a lineup either. In their second AEW appearance, but refused to do so. Both women said they were frustrated about having already lost in their official debut last week and didn't want to take another loss so soon. Now, this has gone back and forth, but basically that seems to be they walked out over the booking and creative. What the heck is going on there? I put in my notes, has nothing been learned from the prior situation that basically derailed the company with the talent running things, thinking of CM Punk and the Bucks. But would this have ever happened even in your heyday in the Attitude Era, Mr. Ryder?
No. Great. It's the arrogance. I don't understand. My understanding of that story, and I couldn't pick these 2 out of a lineup, was they were upset that they were losing in 4 minutes. That is what I was told. Whatever what I heard, it was her side of the story, Tegan Knox's side of the story. But the reality is, next year they're both going to make the OnlyFans 500. It seems to be Mandy Rose, my number 1 pick, their OnlyFans 500, and followed by Tegan Knox and those girls. So that's where they're going to wind up. And I couldn't imagine walking in the second time there demanding you go over with fucking somebody.
You're hired by a TV company, let's call them that, to work every week and work with your scripts. And then you decide, okay, I don't like the script.
Right,
and then you want to leave.
I'm going to put you in Avengers as the bad guy. No. Either I'm the good guy or I'm walking. You're going to lose to Iron Man. No. I'm winning or I'm walking.
It doesn't matter anyway. You're still getting paid. It's your job. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Because they look up the girls like Mercedes Moné, who has 47 titles now for the independents, and for the fucking life of me, I can't figure that out.
She's moved the needle big time.
I thought Kevin Nash was the greatest out of the ring worker. She's fucking far surpassed Kevin Nash. That girl is big. Who the fuck is her agent?
She has 13 titles now. 13.
What is the point? And whose titles are they? This random independent titles from her.
Yeah.
Some pretty decent independent companies, but yeah, I and then everything in between. It's definitely overkill. One thing I learned booking my former company was there are still people out there that don't get it and don't want to lose, and will either tell you right up front, I'm not doing a job, which I wish they would do, because then we wouldn't use them if that wasn't in the cards. But I've also had it the other way, where a particular prima donna who used to hold the Canadian title, who remained nameless, absolutely fought me every step of the way, and I was utterly shocked that still meant something to these workers. But when you're with a company like this and you're making that kind of money, I don't know why they weren't fired. Tony Khan looks weak again.
I can tell you, and you're going back to like 1996. Dennis Carluzzo's show, NWA, New Jersey. I was wrestling some new kid, and I refused to put him over. And I refused because he looked like shit. Not because I thought he sucked, not because he was good, because he looked like shit. He walked in, he was out of shape, he was a mess. I was like, no, not happening. And I didn't put him over.
That's different.
I got heat for it. It went away. That situation, I was like, no, this kid, no way. That was the only time I ever did that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's different, though.
Maybe, I guess. I was respectful about it when I said no. He looks like shit.
Would you lose? Would you lose?
Calhoun looking like shit.
Well, that was a gimmick. The question is, would you lose to Sami Zayn?
Well, they pay me, yes. Right, I would. Pay
if the money is right.
I would say this: he wouldn't be wearing that fucking Palestine shit in the fucking ring with me. I guarantee that wouldn't happen.
You could have a flag match. If
he's in the ring with that, he would get the fuck beat out of him.
He could have the Palestine flag, and you could have the LGBTQ flag in your corner, and you could have a match.
Flag on the pole.
He's gonna be the champ. That's what everybody's predicting, and at that point in time, I will stop watching for good. Tony Khan recently was on the Ariel Helwani show, and he's got a good spin on why people criticize AEW, and specifically old timers. He says it clearly does engagement for them to talk about AEW, because you wouldn't spend such a large percentage of your real estate and wouldn't devote so much of your content unless it was engaging. AEW is a huge part of the wrestling landscape. I think he's missing the point there, though, is he not?
Probably. I mean, he's too close to it to see how terrible it is. The stories are awful. And MJF's the hit of the whole show. He's hilarious. He doesn't even need a good story. He's funny as hell. But the rest of it, and Christian Cage, who has won me over there, even though he buried me with the Brood, it's probably his best work ever. Other than that, the show's unwatchable.
That was a weird interview, wasn't it? He's such a weird guy.
Christian?
No, Tony Khan.
Oh, Tony, it's very awkward, right?
Yeah, he just the question on Chris Jericho that you probably have there, Jack, as well, that he just did not answer at all. So basically, he talked for 3 minutes, but he didn't confirm. But you pretty much know that Jericho is on the way out.
Yeah, we'll catch that for sure before we go. But yeah, he was asked about that directly and had some word salad for a few minutes, and then that was that. Somebody sent this one to me, probably missed it, but CM Punk was called out for never being a locker room leader in AEW by a guy I've had a chance to interview, Bobby Fish. Really nice guy. He talked about Punk's backstage behavior and said he never appeared to me to be part of the locker room. I mean, one of the things that he had his own locker room. So, like, I think when you do that, Sting had his own locker room too. So let me not be cherry picking here, but Sting is Sting, period. Heard some of this before, that he tried to help out there and got a lot of, non-responses and some outright hostility, like from that Adam Page, who I can't stand. But what do you make, Morris? You're a big Punk fan. Do you think his approach left something to be desired there?
Possibly in AEW with the way things are being run there, didn't help things, and it all blew up in the end. So maybe he thought he was going into something better than he was. I don't know. You hear mixed reports on Punk. A lot of people that would say that he's cool and everything, and then other people just don't like the guy at all. Black and white.
I've never had an issue with Punk. We always got along great. Politically, we disagree. He couldn't be further on the end of the spectrum. I always got along great with him. I would assume that the young talent in AEW was fairly disrespectful. And Punk is blunt. He's blunt. Like, he's just going to tell you the way it is, whether you like it or not. And they probably got offended by it because they're snowflakes. So I'm sure that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
However, Chris Jericho does make fun of Punk for calling himself a locker room leader in WWE 10 times. And he was calling meetings and they were all laughing at him. So maybe he went crazy. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Is it just me, or does he look like he's slowing down? I think in the last year, he looks like he's gassed, and he's never really been a major body guy, but it looks like conditioning is somewhat of a problem for him this past year in general. Or is that just me? Some of his matches are like when he won the title, I thought he was gassed within 5 minutes there. Or is that your impression too?
How old's Punk now? Is he
48?
He's not 50 yet. I mean, he's
close.
I mean, you're not going to get any faster as you get older.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he did a lot of high flying stuff when he was younger, and he stopped doing it. I don't blame him. I don't know. I think he's still good. He's still CM Punk. He makes it work.
He's still one of the biggest draws they have.
Mm-hmm.
Merchandise wise, he's got to be the top seller, right?
I think so.
I think the Yeet shirts have seen better days now.
Yeah, I think that's all gone now.
The Yeet has gone to Sheet. Is that...
Speaking of conditioning problems, holy cow! I just don't get that guy. I never have. But
he comes from the greatest family. I don't understand. I can't figure out why he botches every freaking move all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
They're the greatest family in the world. I heard they're great guys. The Usos are wonderfully loved. I don't understand. And
good tag team.
The other brother isn't botching anything. And he gets pushed.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, I agree with you, Morris. They probably should put that team back together again. I think that's his spot for sure.
That's what they're doing at War Games. War Games is shaping up to look pretty good.
They can yeet together then. Mm-hmm. They can do a double yeet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, War Games is looking interesting. Who you got for that one, Mr. Ryder?
I can't see Lesnar losing in a War Games match.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it helps them. It doesn't hurt CM Punk's team to lose. I think Lesnar's team's going to be
winning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd definitely go with that.
I want to analyze it further as when is it? Next weekend? When is it?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll analyze it for our next show.
Mm-hmm. We'll break down the main event anyway. And I'll talk about how it wasn't as good as Jim Crockett Promotions.
We could do it. We could do a watch along. Get drunk and watch it.
That'll be for Christmas again.
I'll be up in the Great White North again. I'll be out of Florida. I'll be my first freezing my ass off for SummerSlam in 7 years.
You'll then you'll definitely want some alcohol on board because it's going to be cold this winter. Everybody's saying. Did you see the deal about the Nation of Domination and D'Lo Brown? I know you've worked with The Godfather a number of times, and you think a lot of him. But D'Lo Brown was on a podcast recently and said the iconic Attitude Era faction needs to be in the Hall of Fame. And he says, not just because I'm in the Nation. If I wasn't in the Nation, I would say the Nation deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. If you look what a faction does, usually the faction is to elevate one person out of the group, i.e. Flair with the Horsemen. The thing with the Nation was every member, and we think about the core of the unit being Rocky, Mark, Godfather, Ron, and myself. Every one of us got better after being in the Nation. He said also, he went on, I'll summarize some of the other stuff. He goes, if you look at it from a 30-year perspective, you put a faction of 3 black guys together. They're always calling it the New Nation. That tells you the footprint in wrestling, and that fact alone, it should be represented in the Hall of Fame with other great acts of the last 100 years. What do you think of that? The Godfather isn't in by himself yet, is he?
I don't believe so, no.
I think so. But you know who was in the Nation as well? Our friend Ahmed Johnson.
Ahmed Johnson was in the Nation, right? That was when Farouk said the Nation's about to get a whole lot blacker, right? And they wrote.
They've apparently squashed their beef, Ron and Ahmed. Did you see that? That's nice. That's nice. Ahmed's a good guy. We should get him back. But do you agree with this? I know they're not big on putting many factions in. What you got, NWO, DX, and the Horsemen. But do you see them up there on that caliber, Mr. Ryder?
If Ron Simmons had won the world title, yes, but he didn't. Which is a travesty.
Yeah.
By the way,
they've done more individually when they left the faction than they did collectively when they were there. So
and
it
I was
probably
there,
won't
they were there, and they're just always funny, man. Very funny, hilariously funny. D'Lo was a great guy. All of them are good guys. I mean, you can put him in, but I don't think they need it. I mean, Ron Simmons, is he in? Is Ron Simmons in yet? Ron Simmons is in.
I don't think so.
He's in. Rock's in, right? Is Rock in?
Yeah. He is?
I think so, yeah. Is he?
Makes sense.
No.
I don't think Rock's in yet. I don't think Rock's in. I don't think any of them are in. So when they go to Saudi Arabia, they'll put Rock in. He's got a huge fan base of
with Sami Zayn.
Arab men.
No, The Rock isn't in yet.
Well,
none of them are in.
Yo, I think it was a great faction. I would vote yes. Have you seen how out of control AI is getting in general? But there was a recent, I call him a so-called fan, was at a meet and greet event. I think it was called the Big Event in New York, and he used artificial intelligence to take the picture that he got with AJ Lee, and then started. I guess they were kissing and all this other weird, creepy bullshit. You see that? And to make matters worse, when AJ Lee said this is harassment, pull it down, he doubled down on it and basically tagged CM Punk and clearly trying to get attention from the matter, hasn't taken it down, and appears to be trying to turn this into something else. This is something that everybody saw coming with the rise of AI, ChatGPT, Grok, all that. And man, oh man, is it going to give more of the female? Well, here we go again. We're talking about the OnlyFans 500, and then we've got this. It seems to be a problem in messaging, but this is clearly creepy stuff.
It is the greatest troll device on planet Earth. And the fact you picked those two, it's kind of funny for her to get that mad. Yeah. One picture of somebody that she gets upset about it. Get out of here.
Well, I think it has full motion video of
Oh yeah.
To quote Jesse the Body, it looks like two two fish going for the same worm in the Mississippi River when Uncle Elmer got married. It's quite graphic like that, but I don't see how they're going to stop it.
Do we have it? Can we see it?
The picture?
Yeah.
I didn't actually download it because
I can send you the video of it. I can send you the video to your phone, and you can have a look at it after this.
AI is out of control. I mean,
Yeah.
Good Lord, look what South Park did to Donald Trump with AI. It was unbelievable. They had him naked walking through a freaking desert and everything else.
Yeah.
I think AJ should lighten up.
Somebody could screenshot us and put us into like a big gay orgy somewhere on RedTube. You just never know.
Again?
We weren't there, though. We were not there.
What are the odds of that happening twice, Maurice?
As long as I get the Ron Jeremy spot, I'll be fine. Yeah, I think it's gonna. I don't know how you're gonna stop it for sure, but I thought it was personally the guy doubling down on it, and he's just a troll. I guess the worst thing, as you pointed out, Mr. Ryder, that she could have done was acknowledge it and give it attention, but it's only going to continue, and then the rest will do OnlyFans. Did you see the story about Trish Stratus, fellow Canadian legendary diva? She came out and said that she was hounded by Vince McMahon to do Playboy, but turned it down. Good for Trish. There's a classy lady still killing it in 2025 and almost 50.
Yeah.
I took the first bump for Trish.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it was me and Vince Goodnight against Test and Albert. She'd sweep my feet off the apron.
The old manager spot. Excellent.
The old manager spot I gave her. I took a bump for her. I was not going to lie. I was trying to pick her up. Fuck, was she good looking?
Yes, I'm still.
The rumor is The Rock beat me to it. So I was going to say the rumor before I write up on the cover of Sportskeeda again. The Rock beat me to that. I understand.
Did you do any follow up after the match, or how did that go, or did they build a fence? Isn't that what they call it, building a fence around a female?
Well, the spot I wanted to do was her to sweep my feet. I'd hit my face on the canvas. I'd get back up, chase her around, and have her slide through the ring. And then I would chase her into the ring, and then I wouldn't realize Test and Albert were standing behind me, and I would do a comedy spot. But they wouldn't let me chase her into the ring. So if you watch the match, I hit my head, and I get back up, and I have to literally run down the apron to Test and Albert and dive over the top rope for the finisher.
Is that on YouTube?
Oh, you can't really see it.
Yeah, you could see it. You could see it.
That doesn't even really look like her.
That is her.
Wouldn't he put himself in the thing?
No, he met her. He met her at a meet and greet, and then he turned the picture into a video of them kissing.
Oh, is that what?
Yes. But it's still weird. It's weird as fuck.
It's weird.
Look at that dude. He had AI and he kept himself looking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have him on the show.
Well,
explain yourself, young man.
I'm sure he's
what else
charging
you got
for
on
that.
your phone, and we'll just sit there and laugh.
Is that all of it? Because I heard there was like full mouth to mouth stuff. It looks like she just kissed him on the cheek.
No, there's also one of him kissing her. He probably made a sequence of these things.
Okay.
But this is what the guy looks like.
The he gets, the more he'll make.
This is the guy.
That guy. Look at that gentleman.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Straight out of London.
Oh, he's got the Shawn Michaels page boy haircut there, circa 2002 or so. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
London's finest.
Not a good look.
He's clearly a soccer fan. Soccer hooligan from.
Well, I still think that's a little weird, but he got the attention that he deserved. Our final story of this abbreviated edition has to do, of course, with Chris Jericho. He was on his podcast and talking about the TNA event that had the Dudleys and the Hardys in there final event, and he goes, the crowd looked huge. It was like a WWE level crowd, you know. I was watching this and not saying anything out of school here, but comparing it to watching Dynamite when they were at the ECW arena, which looked like a Tony Condello taping. That was the promoter that ran out of Winnipeg when he first broke in, famous for the death tours. He said, sorry, it did. TNA looked like the second biggest company in the world. My goodness. That is, I think that is out of school. What do you guys think?
Pretty damning.
He's right. TNA is the second biggest company in the world. I mean, he's not wrong. You know, they got all the good talent. I mean, it's a real.
But given the fact that he is employed still or under contract with AEW, that's I don't know. It's not really a good look. Everybody is buzzing about him leaving and doing the Rumble and et cetera, et cetera. But that kind of struck me as a little bit of a shot to the guy that's still paying his bills and made him millions of dollars.
There's obviously been some type of falling out there. You know, a big one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Could be another NDA situation. Who knows?
Well, whether it's a falling out or not, he's telling the truth.
Well, he is, yeah.
It's not really a shot. It's just like, hey, you better take.
But he knew he knew what he was doing. He knew.
He's a funny guy, he's Jericho.
Yeah, there's speculation that he was trying to raise the stakes on him being re-signed or get another offer with AEW, but I'd be surprised to be re-signed no matter. I mean, how much money can one guy have? Let's talk about his. Maybe you can look up, Morris, that recent picture that I meant to put on the system here, but didn't, of him looking all shredded. People are talking about that. You know, he had a big gut, etc. for a while. He was enjoying the beer and the rock star lifestyle, etc. But now he's I don't know. I think he looks like he weighs about 175 pounds soaking wet, wearing boots. I guess that's a good thing, but doesn't really appear to be ready unless he's going to bulk up in the next couple of months for an appearance in the Rumble. What do you think of his appearance, Mr. Ryder, as Morris is looking up the picture?
I thought he looked great. I thought he's not a big guy. He's only 5'6", 5'7" on a good day. He's a tiny little guy.
This one, is it?
Yeah.
He's a twerp. You know, I'm not even sure he's 5'6". He's like 2 inches taller than Rey Mysterio Jr. Let the same way.
Really? He's that short?
He's a tiny little guy.
Wow.
He's a great guy. He's not a large man.
He wears the high shoes when he's on the stage with Fozzy.
Oh, he's a tiny little guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to be 170 pounds is a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a great personality. He's one of the great sports entertainers of his time. So you got to give him that. He's got longevity like you never seen.
No, not taking anything away from him. I'm just thinking he may have gone you have to take bumps. You know this better than I do. You should have some padding. There doesn't look like there's much padding there.
He's not going to take a bump. He's going to take a Nikolai Volkov bump.
I think there's
5 stages of Nikolai Volkov, you know. So it's knee, hip, ass cheek, elbow, and then
yeah.
I think there's no way that WWE would have let him on TV in some of the conditions he's been in on TV on AEW.
Definitely not.
True.
Well, he's coming back for his retirement tour. He's going to want to try and one-up John Cena.
And that will definitely create fan interest no matter what he looks like. Before we bid adieu for this episode, just want to mention real quick for those fans in Ontario, New York State, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Quebec, all points around. Tickets are going fast for Flex Wrestling Finger Lakes Extreme Wrestling Headbangers Ball coming up quickly. We're way under a month, only a couple of weeks away. We're going to be crowning a first ever Flex champion at the Mud Creek Bison Ranch, December 6th. Get those tickets at flexwrestling.com. and you're going to want to watch. You're going to want to be there to see Angel Medina, the Kingpin, take care of Big Daddy Derek Roy, that very disrespectful cretin who spit in my face the last time that we met. He's going to be leaving courtesy of a medical team. I guarantee it. You're going to want to see that too. Speaking of last great runs, we're getting into the last great run for Kingpin Angel Medina. You're going to want to see all his appearances, and especially this one, as it's going to be epic. The entire card is stacked with talent ranging from Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, Headbanger, Thrasher, so much more. Too much to talk about. Go to flexwrestling.com and get your tickets. Now, gentlemen, final thoughts to both of you.
Chris Jericho is coming back. And actually, no, my final thought this week is everybody on about the John Cena tournament and Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler were the two big surprises. That Triple H really pulled that one out of the bag, didn't he? Really, he done some great work there. How did he do it? I don't know.
I would think John Cena had a hand in that.
No, I mean, with the TNA, WWE, they're all under the same bracket. It's not really that surprising. All hail Triple H.
I thought it was a good week in wrestling. I thought Raw was. I was really impressed with Raw. It was kind of like the old time when they just went out there and had fun. So it was good to see.
So fans can continue to watch WWE programming on TV and not mortgage their homes or commit armed robbery to pay for tickets. That's why we really like to push supporting independent wrestling, where you can get a front row ticket for $25 to $30. Bring the whole family, as per Flex Wrestling, coming up December 6th. Well, fans, that's it for this return. Do you have something to say, Mr. Ryder, before I shut her down?
One thing. I just thought as you were saying that, do we know how many people have signed up for ESPN now so they can watch the pay-per-views?
They're not talking about that.
Wasn't it 100 people signed up?
It wasn't. Last I'd heard, it wasn't their target, and it was $29.99 US a month, right?
I remember.
I still got it all on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. In the US, you have to have that app to see it.
Yeah,
not worth it.
What about Canada? Is everything still on Netflix in Canada, or what's? Yeah.
That's why Stephanie told them to get a VPN and use it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and ESPN themselves are not rating. They're not speaking highly of the event so far. So that kind of says a lot too. They're like we said earlier in the show, they're clearly out to make as much money as they can, and I guess God bless them. Fans, stay tuned to Cheap Heat Productions. We've got big interviews coming up. Go to the YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Ryder's Rasslin Review. Thank you for watching this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Cheap Heat Productions. Don't forget to hit the notification button, and you won't miss any